Andy, how could he have lost his word when Apga chairman joined APC a week to the election? Welcome to the news, and thank you for tuning to listen. It is more than 2 days since the Anambra State governorship election ended by Andy, the all-progressive candidate, is yet to come to terms with the fact that he lost the election to Chukwuma Soludo, the all-progressive Grand Alliance candidate. Speaking for the first time after the loss, the APC candidate told some of his supporters that he could not have lost his word when the APGA chairman for that ward defected to his party a week before the election. He took that as one of many proofs that the election was rigged in the favor of the Apga candidate and that he has vowed to fight to the Supreme Court to reclaim his stolen mandate. It is the grassroots voters that win election, not the politicians that defect. There is no doubt that Andy was in high spirit before the election and he was very optimistic about his victory. One of the events that gave him a lot of confidence was the high rate of defections from Apga to APC shortly after the polls. Before the election, about 10 House of Assembly members left Apga to APC. Several other high-profile APGA members deserted the party in favor of All Progressive Congress, and based on the gale of defection, Senator Oba began to dream of a victory. But while APC leaders focused so many efforts on getting Apga politicians to defect, they lost touch with the grassroots. They did not realize that the grassroots voters were not with them. They probably thought that the grassroots voters can be easily induced to vote APC, but they realized too late that their judgment was wrong. So the ward chairman of APGA may have defected to APC, but ward members may not have joined him. Madam Eunice demonstrated that the grassroots cannot be swayed. One vivid example of how APC got it wrong manifested in a video that went viral of a woman, Madam Eunice, who refused to sell her vote for 5,000 naira. In the video, the woman could be heard lamenting how the ruling party has made life unbearable for the masses. Madam Eunice insisted that though she was poor, she was not going to be swayed to vote against her conscience in exchange for 5,000 naira. Her defiance with integrity reflects the growing level of political consciousness among grassroots voters. It also underlined the spirit that inspired the huge win in favor of Apga at the election. It showed that despite the massive defection, APC was still massively unpopular among grassroots voters. Senator Oba was not a popular candidate. Aside from the fact that the APC was not a popular candidate in Anambra, the party suffered double jeopardy because its candidate was also not popular. Senator Oba carried much baggage based on his antecedents. For example, he is alleged to have been involved in the kidnapping of a sitting governor, as well as being involved in certificate forgery. The voters do not forget these things so easily. So Oba should take his loss with grace and focus on the future election. His decision to contest the election is likely to make him even less popular among Anambra voters. Okay, well. There is one thing I know. One thing I know is every way he's wrong. That the APG chairman, the APGA, that's Apga chairman, joined APC week's election. Is Apga chairman the people of Anambra? Is he one person now? Is he like 1,000 people? No. This is what they fail to realize. As far as we are in a democratic system of government, there is no way you can say you want to build your foundation on the fact that you're going to have a victory, and the victory is coming from the fact that people are defecting to your party. These people are not the ones to vote. They are not the ones to cast their vote. No matter how they promise you that they are going to deliver, I am telling you that they are not the ones to vote. They are not the people. Oh, I'm even just hearing this one for the first time, that he was involved in the kidnapping of a citizen. That is a very serious crime, an allegation. That is a very serious stain on his name. Just like there is a stain that is going to affect the sitting governor of Imo State for the rest of his political career or even the rest of his life. That particular stain cannot be washed away. People will everly say it. And that is the fact that he came forth in the elections. And though they are still trying to prove that yes, the former governor now, Governor Ihedioha now, is not or was not the one that won the election. And they're trying to prove it. But if you're telling me now that, okay, fine, Governor Ihedioha, ex-Governor Ihedioha did not win the election now, tell me how someone who came forth could have, been made the governor. No, if you want to come and say, okay, this one is wrong, and you're bringing another wrong thing, that means both of us are also wrong. For crying out loud, let the people. There is nothing like stolen mandate here. Nobody stole any mandate. The people gave the mandates to whom they think or fits or suits that particular position. You can stop. Stop it. Stop saying the people you stolen. Who mandated you? These people, they do not like, or they have chosen, they do not feel you're going to be able to do for them what they want. They do not think you're going to be able to do even the things you say you do. That is the truth. They picked an option they felt is suitable for them, an option, that is going to better their lives. They are looking at long term. What politicians fail to understand is many people have woken up, though some people are still using stomach infrastructure to keep themselves down. Many people have woken up. Gone are the days where you give people 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, 50,000, go and do this for me, and it is done. People will realize that money you give them will not carry them for the whole 4 years, talk less of 8 years, tenor. So if you're coming out now to say, this one and that one and that one and this one, it will be, look, it is even, this kidnapping issue now is like a court. A deeper court will be now that you go and you force the Supreme Court. You are not the choice of the people. And you force the Supreme Court force you on the people of Anambra people. The rebellion that is already going on in the Southeast is going to triple. That is just it. Will you be able to handle it? It's not by coming and saying you want to be governor. Will you be able to handle it? It is not going to be funny. This thing they are looking at as an election, it means a lot to the people of Anambra. Imo State now, which is part of a Southeast region, has not gotten itself. Truly, it has not. Because the people are not in support of the person that is seated as their governor. So if you want a repeat in this same Southeast, these people, you should not come out and say these particular people are lawless, these particular people are this, because you are the ones instigating them to do whatever they are actually doing right now. On this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.